This is another episode of the Inside Out podcast, and I am your host, Samuel Ofori. In the world of creativity, you would realize that creativity is not only instilled in school, even though it helps in grooming. Therefore, there are many student creative out there who would want to pursue their creative careers, but do not know how to juggle the two. Well, this episode is going to be very beneficial as we talk about how to survive as a creative student. As a student, it is important to ensure balance in your creative work and studies. They are all equally important. Balancing your needs leads to happiness and success. In a postmodern world as such, problems get complicated daily and require sophisticated ways of solving. This then exerts pressure on the syllabi of schools. Studies have become more involving these days, and if care is not taken, could take much of your time, even the time you could use maybe to go to the studio, write song, or even a poem. However, it is highly important that we strike balance in order to do well in both areas. How then do we do this? First of all, self-examination is key. You can never pursue a talent, make a change, or decide on an idea if you do not engage in a self-examination. You have to actually conduct your SWOT analysis. As an individual, you should know your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This would help you acknowledge your capabilities, then figure out how well you could lay out strategies that would help you strike a balance. Knowing yourself very well would help you in timing yourself and putting yourself in a better position. Also, you have to schedule wisely. Once you have decided to pursue your talent, even as you school, it is mandatory to find a way to survive. Yes, this means you are willing to take up the pressures, and so you must find a way to schedule your activities. If you attend lectures all week, you could use weekends for your creative career. Find a way to fix your creative work into your weekly schedule. Also, see both ventures as one you cannot do without. Treat your schooling as it's what your life solely depends on, and then your creative aspect, same. With this, you receive the zeal to make everything possible. You have to prioritize your task. Be realistic. You are not a superhuman to have time to do everything on your agenda. So you have to lay out priorities and plan your activities according to your deadline and exam dates. Prioritize assignments that are due in the short term, but also allow yourself enough time to complete your tasks in time to avoid stress and last-minute work. Finally, ask for help when you need it. You are not the first to juggle studies and career work, neither will you be the last. So you have to have a mentor or someone you could run to, someone who is ahead of you could run to and seek advice or help. These are few of the factors that could help you survive as a student creative. I hope you have learned something new from today's episode. Yes, we spoke about surviving as a creative student. School is important, so as your creative work is also important. So it's really vital to be able to survive and emerge very well. Thank you so much for staying with me. My name is Samuel Ofori Odame, and I was your host for today's episode. Until next time, bye now.
It's another episode on the Inside Out podcast, and I'm your host, Daniel, and I'm here with
Samuel Ofori.
Very excitingly, I have another exciting talent and creative in our midst today, and we're talking about some things that actually affect real people in this industry, and we want to really know what goes in that aspect. And I'm here with
Maxwell.
I know you by Tona, so I don't know where the Maxwell is coming from. So, okay, tell us your real name though.
Okay, my real name is Maxwell K. Daddy.
Oh, nice.
There's a fake name. There could be a fake name.
Is the real name? So the fake name is which?
No, there's no fake name.
There's no fake name. But you said my real name is. So the other name is what?
Okay, so it's Maxwell K. Daddy. Yeah, that's the name my parents gave to me.
Oh, nice. That's your government's name. So,
Yeah.
Your biological name.
So no wahala. So here I'm with a talented and exciting person. He's a musician. If you don't know, if you not check out his songs. So first of all, I want to ask, what was the genesis of your career?
Okay, I think it started way back in 2018. That's when I started to write. So I would say, back in 2018, SHS, yeah.
So it was due to writing that you wanted to do music, or?
Yeah, I used to listen to music.
And
I got to write.
So who was that person that you were listening to and you were like, nah, Charlie, I must do this thing?
Okay, so there was this friend of mine called Torale. He used to record and then bring his music to campus. So I felt I could do what he was doing. Then I started writing.
Is there a sense of ego or pride that, nah, Charlie, I can do this thing this guy is doing, or you just wanted to be like him?
Oh, not like I wanted to be like him, but I felt he gave me that courage that I could do.
Oh, really nice.
Though I had a feeling I could do, like not ego as in. Because I like music, I listen to music a lot.
For me, so I listen to music and I don't think I want to do music like that.
Oh no, maybe it's not within
it's not,
me.
it's not
I
within.
could I could rap people's raps, like I still do. I rap songs of my favorite artists, like my favorite rappers and stuff.
Oh, nice. So where did you come about the name Tuna? How did that come about?
Okay, Tona, that's very interesting.
Oh, nice.
I used to play football. I'm a
So you're a
footballer too.
musician and also a footballer?
Yeah, like with me,
So how many talents did God give you?
I can't actually tell.
So me, I don't know what happened to me, because when they were giving talent, I don't know where I was, to be very honest.
My mind is everything I try to do, I can do it well. So I can't even tell my actual talent. So I was called Cantona. I chose Cantona as my name, that Man United player. Because of music, I removed the can. Left with Tona. Like, because my former GHS mates, SHS, primary mates, they know me as Cantona.
Cantona.
So I can't just ignore the whole.
Eric Cantona, right?
Yeah, but Tona has a meaning. The owner of New Africa. I believe I would be the face of African music in years to come.
Okay, so the owner of New Africa, TONA.
Yeah.
The owner of New Africa.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
Wow.
That's real
You're
nice.
taking over the music industry.
Soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
in Africa. Okay, so Tony, I want to know, what made you feel this is something music is something you should pursue?
Actually, it makes me feel good. Like it's natural. There are some feelings when you do music or you listen to yourself. Sometimes you feel like the feeling is some way. So like you got to you have to do it because you like it. It's something that's within you.
Wow.
When you listen to, you feel happy.
You feel happy.
Yeah,
Okay, so what would you say is the inspiration behind what you do? The music, the rap.
The rap, it depends. It depends on. To write a rap, I can listen to a rap song and write my own rap.
Oh, okay.
And then sometimes too, it's just natural. I can wake up and start writing. So it depends. But I would say mostly is on the people. You become what you listen to and what you watch.
Yeah.
So yeah,
exactly.
That has.
So who have you been watching?
Actually, okay, in this sense, it will be who I listen to. So I listen to Nas, then Jay-Z, Kendrick, then other like good rappers. So,
I didn't see you mention any Ghanaian rapper, so
I listen to EO, yeah, bar 1 to bar 6, like solid. Yeah.
Okay, so now take us to stage. What was the feeling the very first time you mounted stage to perform?
because it's well known that you're like a student like us, so that feeling, like the first time that you got a stage performance, how was it?
Oh, it was a great feeling. That was SHS, yeah. We had this program and they invited me to perform. Like how the crowd received me was awesome. So like it was a great feeling, yeah.
So it was all those kind of SHS social nights, those kind of stuff.
Yeah, other schools were present, girls, boys.
Yeah, I see the girls aspect.
That vibe.
So okay, great. But professionally, like, what was the first, aside from school, doing your own music outside school, that kind of stuff? What was the first time? How was it? Was it?
Okay, that one I would say it's also awesome, you know. You going to perform for people for the first time, they haven't even heard of you before, then they begin to like what you are doing on stage. It's a great feeling. That would be Social Aviation Center.
Aviation Center.
Yeah, there was this teen rave.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I went to perform on teen rave, and then how the audience received me, it was awesome. Yeah. So it's a good
which of these, I want you to like pick your most overwhelming stage performance. Which of them?
Oh, that would be GIJ's artist night.
That would be GIJ's artist night. I think I was there.
Yeah, that day.
What happened?
Like, okay, so I don't know. Like, I was performing. Like, I started before I even came on stage. Like, people were mentioning my name, Tona. Before I started, so I started performing. Oh, the energy was there, everything was there. So I think my third song, right? Yeah, I was about performing my third song, and that was my last song of the day. And then, is it fortunately or fortunately, everything went off. Then I was there like, oh, what's happening? Then I heard the crowd, Tona, no show, whatever what. So like I was, they didn't even want me to leave the stage. Like they were calling for more, like they needed more. So that was.
So now that you've gotten that kind of exposure, like in a sense, I won't say that you have gotten to the limit or of what you can do, because I know you can still do more.
Yeah.
And I know you personally that you're still in school, so you've gotten to an extent where your music, you're concentrating on that music or stuff, and then you still have to go to school. Yeah. Tell me, like, how do you strike a balance, or one has to be left for the other, or school is just for show, or
no?
What's the whole idea about it?
School can't just be a show to my parents now. Like,
are you just in school for your parents, or?
No, I'm in school for myself too. But like, my parents wouldn't accept you just to say, nah, school is just a show. Like, they wouldn't accept, especially my dad, though he allows me to so do music and he supports me as well. So to me, the music is natural. So I don't really force myself doing music. And then when I come to school, I focus more on my music, and then the least chances I get, then I try and record and do whatever. Because even when I come to school, I have free days, so during the free days I can go and record, then come. But it's a bit stressful. We are still in it.
So will you say that school is a hindrance to how big you can be?
Yeah,
or
a bit.
A bit.
Yeah.
Or is it the other way around, that school might also be, music might also be a hindrance to how your academics could have skyrocketed?
So it can be both sides, but like to me, school, I give out what I can do, same as the music. But I think if I could focus more on my music, have the connections, like meet the industry players, I would have been somewhere by now and not here. same as the academics. You know, if I focus more on my academics, by now I would have been part of the level 300 first class student. Unfortunately, there was only one person, so maybe if not the music, I would have been part.
You would have been part.
Who knows? Yeah.
Okay, so Tona, there are lots of young people out there who are also creatives. They are into music and are students as well, but are contemplating between which to drop or which to pursue. Okay. So since you are in that position, the rightful position to actually give them a word of advice, what would you tell them? Would you encourage them to continually merge the two, or what would you say to them based on your experience so far?
Well, I wouldn't say they should drop one for another, because like in the world we live now, you can't just focus on one thing. Yeah. So, and so far as you are in school, you have to complete. If you are saying you are leaving, then you come and pick it or whatever, you are wasting your own time. And then in this world, time and tide waits for no man. So you just have to know how to strategize and focus on what you do, because it's your talent as well. Music is also your talent as well. So you have to know how to plan and work. You can't have everything 100%.
Music is your talent as well, so you have to plan.
You have to plan.
Okay, Ellen, do you have something to say?
No.
All right,
Yes.
Tona.
Just where can we hit you up? Find your music. I think my favorite was its song that has released his work. Work. Give us a freestyle.
Okay. So this for the hustlers. So like every day work. We working for paper, rapping for check. You pray to one make, into that bang. Now we to go make 'em. I pop bama, try for the guy, nigga, my man on my money. Every day work. We working for paper, rapping for check. You pray to one make, into that bang. Now we to go make 'em. I pop bama, try for the guy, nigga, my man on my money. Life is a risk, told me daddy, I got it. He told me this when I was 7, but then too he lost his daddy. I rap with granddaddy, we all miss you granddaddy, but then no one does something for nothing. We make good music, but nothing is coming. I got a lot of niggas thinking I'm dumb because man is in the street, we're working and dead. Really funny thing is when they get the money, they don't look at me and give me a penny. Nah, all I want is digi, no major digi, prefer not to behind us. I see the haters fake praying that we falling father. If you did just answer my question. Every day work. We working for paper, rapping for chat. Pretty one. Yeah, so like that's it.
So how are you able to breathe? As in with, because it was like you use one breath to sing a whole. Wow.
Yeah, that's it. So far as you do, it will be part of.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, you do so well.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for your time. Right. We've really had a good chat, and I know the youth out there, the creatives out there would learn something from this.
Sure. I'm also privileged for you hosting me on the podcast. Thanks for the support. Spread the news. Check out Tona on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Tona is there. You can find work. The song I just did, 2020 feels, more to come. I'm about to drop an EP.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.